हेलो दोस्तों, मैं चेष्टा आपकी होस्ट आपका स्वागत करती हूँ डिफिकल्ट कॉन्वर्सेशंस में। टुडे वी हैव विद अस अ वेरी डियर फ्रेंड स्मृति। वेलकम स्मृति, थैंक यू फॉर जॉइनिंग अस टुडे।
Thank you for having me.
स्मृति एंड आई वर meant to cross each other's paths and that's how I met her। अरुणाचल की एक बहुत ही रिमोट लॉज में, जहाँ कोई सोच भी नहीं सकता कि एक फ्रेंड मिल सकता है। एक ऐसी फ्रेंड who will have a big piece of my heart forever। If kindness and love have a name, it is स्मृति। लेकिन आज हम स्मृति से एक ऐसे लाइफ एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में बात करेंगे जो इन सब चीज़ों से बहुत ही अलग है। हम सबकी ज़िंदगियों में ऐसे माइलस्टोन्स आते हैं जब हम डिसीजंस लेते हैं और हमारी ज़िंदगियां बदल जाती हैं। इनमें से कुछ डिसीजंस तो हमारी ज़िंदगियों को बेहतर बनाते हैं, बट सम ऑफ देम आर स्लैम्ड इनटू आवर फेसेस एज फेलियर्स। आज हम स्मृति से ऐसे ही एक एक्सपीरियंस के बारे में जानने की कोशिश करेंगे when her decision did not find the intended success। हम उनसे ये समझने की कोशिश करेंगे कि इस एक्सपीरियंस की वजह से how her sense of confidence and self-worth changed, how her worldview of people changed, और आज वो अपनी जिंदगी में इस एक्सपीरियंस के साथ कैसे आगे बढ़ रही हैं। स्मृति की इस जर्नी को थॉमस एस मॉनसन के इस कोट के द्वारा बहुत अच्छे से डिस्क्राइब किया जा सकता है। Life's journey is not traveled on a freeway devoid of obstacles, pitfalls, and snares. Rather, it is a pathway marked by forks and turnings. Decisions are constantly before us. With that background, let us talk to Smriti. Hi, Smriti. Welcome again.
Hello again.
So, how are you feeling sitting on this couch today?
Oh, it's wonderful.
So, you remember जब हमने बहुत टाइम पहले शायद बात की थी कि क्या तुम इस एक्सपीरियंस को शेयर करना चाहोगी?
जी
What went through your mind when I spoke to you first, and what's going on in your mind now?
ओके तो जब आपने पहले कहा था इस पॉडकास्ट के बारे में मुझे लगा कि हमें ज़रूर इस बारे में बात करनी चाहिए क्योंकि आमतौर पर हम ग्रीफ के बारे में बात नहीं करते हैं एंड देयर आर वेरी फ्यू पीपल जिन्हें हम बता सकते हैं। खुल के बात करने बहुत ज़रूरी है मेरे अनुसार एंड आई थॉट कि व्हाट बेटर वे टू टॉक अबाउट इट देन अ पॉडकास्ट एंड दैट टू coming from someone like you who has such depth of thought.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. I think आज ज़रूरी है शायद ऑडियंस को पहले ये समझाना कि हम किस बारे में बात कर रहे हैं,
Sure.
क्योंकि जनरली ऑडियंस ग्रीफ या लॉस से समझती है किसी का खो जाना, खासकर एक
True.
व्यक्ति का खो जाना,
True.
चाहे वो जीवित है या उनकी मृत्यु हो गई है। बट आज का टॉपिक बहुत ही अलग है और शायद बहुत लोग इसे लॉस या ग्रीफ से शायद एसोसिएट ही ना कर पाए।
बिल्कुल।
तो थोड़ा बताना चाहोगी कि किस बारे में आज हम बात कर रहे हैं, and how it began and how it is today, and maybe we can also talk about what you went through while making those decisions as we are talking.
ओके तो हम जरा एक साल पहले फ्लैशबैक लेंगे, एक डेढ़ साल आई वुड से। मैं एक इंडिपेंडेंट कंसल्टेंट की तरह काम करती थी और आई वाज हैप्पी विद व्हाट आई वाज डूइंग, बट मेरी पर्सनालिटी ऐसी है कि जो तलाश करती रहती है कि कुछ अलग किया जाए और अ, उस तलाश ने मुझे कई बार ऐसा भी महसूस कराया कि क्या सिर्फ तलाश काफ़ी है या कुछ और भी सोचना चाहिए? एक नया एक्सपीरियंस इम्पोर्टेंट है या उसके साथ कुछ जो मटेरियल चीज़ें हैं वो भी ज़रूरी है? दैट्स व्हेन करीब डेढ़ 2 साल पहले मैंने सोचा कि मुझे अपना इंडिपेंडेंट कंसल्टेंट का काम छोड़ के मुझे एक फुल टाइम जॉब ढूँढनी चाहिए। और मैंने सोचा कि 15-17 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है मेरे पास। मैंने एटलीस्ट आई वुड लाइक टू बिलीव कि मैंने काफ़ी अच्छा काम किया है और मुझे जो फुल टाइम जॉब चाहिए, जो मैं बाय द वे ऑलमोस्ट 8 साढ़े 8 साल के बाद ढूँढ रही थी, इतनी मुश्किल नहीं होनी चाहिए। और life had its own set of surprises.
I know. I've been part of that journey with you.
Yes, you have been. Yes. So जब आपने कहा कि अभी मैं कैसा फील कर रही हूँ, going back to that question, um, it's uh, it's a mix of feelings because abhi it's taking me back to the point when we were having those intense conversations.
Right.
What we both are experiencing because we both had our fair share of difficulties that we are experiencing, and where I am now. So it's very retrospective for me. Yeah.
तो थोड़ा ऑडियंस के लिए और समझते हैं इस चीज को
जी।
कि जनरली वंस यू आर इंडिपेंडेंट कंसल्टेंट बहुत रेयरली ऐसा होता है कि यू नो पीपल गो बैक एंड लुक फॉर फुल टाइम जॉब्स
Yeah.
सो वाज देयर अ स्पेसिफिक रीजन दैट यू वांटेड टू गो इट वाज जस्ट एक्सप्लोरिंग एज यू से ना कि जिंदगी
Yeah.
में कुछ नए की तलाश करते रहना चाहिए तो थोड़ा वो समझाना चाहोगी ऑडियंस को
Sure. So मेरा हमेशा फोकस ये रहा है कि अच्छा काम करो एंड एक क्या कह सकते हैं डिल्यूशनल शायद थिंकिंग रहा है कि पैसे तो आ जाएंगे अच्छा काम करो मनी विल फॉलो एंड तब 8 साल की जर्नी में मुझे समझ में आया कि काम तो मैं अच्छा कर रही हूँ पैसे नहीं आ रहे हैं एंड आई एम ऑल्सो गेटिंग ओल्डर 40s does something to you, I think.
I guess. That's true.
So you start thinking कि अब मुझे शायद पैसे के बारे में सोचना चाहिए. So for me, one of the routes to think of money was to get a full-time job. और ऐसा नहीं है कि मैंने full-time job पहले किया नहीं. Just before I was an independent consultant, I was in a full-time job. So the idea was कि full-time job करूँगी, पैसे आ जाएंगे. I will also enjoy my work because I was sticking to the field that I absolutely loved and I still love. That's learning and development या training कह सकते हैं. तो उस सोच से मैंने जॉब ढूंढना शुरू किया and the journey began.
तो आई थिंक ये तो आई थिंक हर एक वर्किंग इंडिविजुअल
Yeah.
करता है कि
Absolutely.
बिटवीन जॉब्स एंड बिटवीन काइंड्स ऑफ जॉब्स एंड
True.
बट देन व्हाट हैपेंड
So जब मैंने शुरू किया जॉब सर्च करना तब मुझे एक मेरे बहुत खास दोस्त ने कहा कि I have an opening in my organization and would you like to give it a shot? मैंने कहा absolutely. I mean, it's a role that excites me. It is mapped to the skills that I have and it'll get me money as well. So it seemed like a dream job, so to speak. मैंने अप्लाई किया. बहुत ही फनी था. अप्लाई किया कुछ भी रिस्पॉन्स नहीं आया. थोड़ा प्लॉडिंग हुआ. फिर मुझे बताया गया कि किसी को दिक्कत है तुम्हारे वापस आने से एंड तुम बहुत this was a company that I had worked for earlier. So I was reapplying there. थोड़ा सा already history था, so to speak. And in a nutshell, I felt that it was more of politics. There were some people who did not want me back, perhaps. हालांकि उसके बावजूद मेरा इंटरव्यू हुआ. मुझे बुलाया गया इंटरव्यू के लिए पूरे 1.5 महीने बाद, by the way. And I applied for the interview. I got through. And then I was given the offer. I was excited. I was over the moon because I was like, oh wow. मतलब मैंने अभी डिसीजन लिया और मुझे नौकरी मिल गई. मतलब हालांकि 2-3 महीने में मिली पर मुझे मिल गई. Right. मुझे मेरी it's like finding your perfect job. बहुत एक्साइटेड थी. मुझे याद है कि रक्षाबंधन के दिन आया था वो ऑफर लेटर. मैंने कहा wow, this is the best gift that I could possibly get for myself. And 1.5 महीने तक उसके बाद I had to submit a lot of documents and everything, which happens in every other organization. बाद में ऐसा हुआ कि because of my lack of educational qualification that they were looking for, I was not given the offer. And that literally happened 5 days before I was supposed to join. तो आप envision कीजिए या imagine कीजिए कि आपने जून में शुरू किया उस कंपनी में अप्लाई करना, आपका ज्वाइनिंग डेट था अक्टूबर 3rd और आपको सितंबर 27th को बताया जाता है कि वी विल नॉट टेक यू, और आप उस कंपनी के साथ काम कर चुके हो, सो दे नो कि आप कैसे हो, आपने कैसा काम किया है, एंड जस्ट बिकॉज ऑफ वन, आई डोंट नो वेदर ड्रॉबैक इज द राइट वर्ड, और एक चीज की कमी की वजह से आपको 5 दिन पहले बताया जाता है कि नहीं होगा. एंड यू नो द फनी पार्ट इज, जिस लेडी ने मुझसे बात की वो खुद कन्विंस नहीं थी कि ऐसा होना चाहिए. So you know that it slices you harder.
Yeah.
Or like
Yeah.
you're like, you also don't believe in this.
Yeah, it's some back in politics.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or somebody's influence.
Yeah.
Right? That's not letting things move.
Yeah.
And I was broken. I was broken because वो 3-4 महीने जो निकले थे उस टाइम पे मैंने कहीं और अप्लाई नहीं किया, और मैंने सोचा कि ये हो जाएगा मेरे लिए क्योंकि उस डायरेक्शन में जा रहा था वो. एंड people might say, how difficult is it for you to pick yourself up and apply at other places, right? What's the big deal? मतलब एक नौकरी ही तो नहीं मिली. But what is important to understand is कि किसी ने अपनी लाइफ जर्नी, प्रोफेशनल जर्नी चेंज करने का तय किया, तो उनके पिछला जो एक्सपीरियंस है वो उन्होंने कहा कि ये चैप्टर अब मैं खत्म कर दूंगी, और अब मैं मोड़ बदलने वाली हूँ. एज यू आर टॉकिंग अबाउट फोक्स एंड टर्न्स, राइट? तो वो मैं मोड़ बदलने वाली हूँ, और पता चले कि आपने मोड़ बदला और खड्डे में गिर गए.
I would actually call it कि खड्डे में गिरे नहीं, खड्डा बना के आपको गिराया गया.
अब पता नहीं पर खड्डे में गिर गए. That is the bottom line.
Yeah.
So and it felt like I was in a very deep खड्डा जहाँ से कुछ नजर नहीं आ रहा है. I of course picked myself up eventually, and मैंने कहा ठीक है चलो अप्लाई करते हैं कहीं और, देखते हैं क्या होता है. In the period between October and December, I must have applied to at least 50 organizations. And I applied for 2 distinct roles as well, because मेरा जो प्रोफेशनल स्किल सेट है, एक तो जैसे मैंने आपको बताया लर्निंग एंड डेवलपमेंट में है, और दूसरा जबकि मैं कंसल्टेंट की तरह काम करती थी, मैं बिहेवियरल रिसर्च भी करती थी. तो मैंने कहा अब तो भैया जहाँ नौकरी मिलेगी कर लेंगे. ट्रेनिंग में मिले तो ट्रेनिंग में कर लेंगे, यूजर रिसर्च में मिले तो यूजर रिसर्च में कर लेंगे. My scope to go back to my independent consultant life was reduced because things had changed in the agency that I was working for, and I was already replaced by somebody. So मेरे वापस जाने का कोई मतलब कोई hope भी नहीं था शायद, at least in the short run of time. And yeah, those 2-3 months when I applied in those organizations just left me so disillusioned. You know, when you have people who say that तुम्हारा काम अच्छा है, तुम अच्छा काम करती हो, तुम confident हो, और मैंने खुद ने C-suite leadership के सामने भी present किया है, and you also know that you're good. You feel that ये तो काम में ही जाना चाहिए, इतना मुश्किल तो नहीं होना चाहिए, hopefully. But yeah,
Mm.
life probably had other plans.
And to the audience, sometimes like she's saying, maybe some criteria did not match. But I can give my example as well, where I'm seen as an expert in my field, but I've had months where I did not have work, and that actually impacts your confidence.
It does.
You can pump yourself up every day. Oh, I'm good. I do well. But there is a validation that comes from external sources as well, because you can't keep on pumping your own trumpet all the time,
Absolutely.
that I'm good. Good has to be validated with some output, outcome, result in some
True.
way.
True.
But let's get back to the conversation. So when it happened, what did you go through? Immediately when you realized, oh, this does not exist anymore.
Yeah.
So
This bubble has burst.
yes. So then what did you go through immediately, after that episode?
Emotionally बहुत ही difficult period था मेरे लिए. It's very easy to say that professional life is a part of your identity, but when you are working for 17, 18 years, or I can say almost 2 decades, which is pretty much half of your life, you realize that it's not just a part, it's actually a very intrinsic part of you. और जब आप उसमें struggle करते हैं over a long period of time, it shakes you up. Like you pointed out, it makes you wonder कि मुझ में कोई कमी है. क्या मैंने अपने प्रोफेशनल चॉइसेस गलत लिए हैं, या क्या इस होल प्रोसेस में मैं पीछे रह गई रेस में. क्योंकि कहना बहुत आसान है कि कंपेयर मत करो दूसरों के साथ, पर जब आपके इमीडिएट सर्कल में people like you and I, we will know probably 100 people in our field, right? और आप देखते हैं कि there are people who have progressed so beautifully in their life. You know, I wasn't jealous of them. I was very happy for them. But it made me wonder, क्या मैंने कुछ गलत किया अपने कॉन्टेक्स्ट में? मुझे पता था कि मैंने कुछ हटके चॉइसेस ली, क्योंकि I was working for a very big company when I was in a full-time job. और वहां से मूव आउट करना बहुत सारे लोगों को स्टूपिडिटी लगा उस टाइम पे. मुझे उस वक्त जो ठीक लगा मैंने किया, and I did not regret my decision at all. But when I wanted to go back to that world, it did make me think कि मैंने क्या गलत किया. It's at another point, it starts making you question your self-worth. When you, something as simple as meeting people socially, and when you meet people and they ask you, hey, what are you doing? At that time, the easiest thing to say is I'm between jobs. But it's very difficult to say that because आपकी जो struggle है, it's not just in between jobs. It's a very deep mental struggle as well. That was difficult. I started telling my friends that, oh my God, I'm not worthy enough. I probably don't deserve this. मुझे अगर सक्सेस मिली तो शायद वो फ्लूक थी, बाय चांस मुझे मिल गई थी, या people around me were stupid. That's why I could shine. So all kinds of self-doubt comes into play. Another thing that happened with me is I'm the elder child in my family. मेरा छोटा भाई है, 2 साल का ही फर्क है, but you still sit with this elder child syndrome. So because I've been working for almost 2 decades, for a fair share of my professional life, I was taking care of my home. I was contributing to running the home, which I'm extremely happy and proud of. But when you suddenly are in a space कि अब तो मेरा बैंक बैलेंस हिट हो रहा है,
हम्म,
अब मेरे पास क्योंकि नौकरी नहीं है तो वो
हम्म,
कांस्टेंट जो मनी आता है
हम्म,
वो नहीं है,
हम्म,
और आप सोचने लग जाते हो कि मैं शायद अगले महीने ये कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं कर पाऊंगी,
हम्म,
चाहे वो ईएमआई हो या घर खर्च हो या रेंट हो.
हम्म, हम्म,
That hit me very hard.
हम्म,
It just made me think कि फिर मैं ढूंढ क्यों रही हूँ ये, अगर मैं इतना भी नहीं कर पाती हूँ, कर क्या रही हूँ मैं जब मैं अपनी फैमिली को कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं कर पा. और हालांकि ऐसा नहीं कि मेरा घर नहीं चल रहा था मेरी सैलरी के बिना.
yeah,
I have a brother who is very capable, who is earning more than I am and I was. And mind you, परिवार में से किसी ने वो प्रेशर नहीं डाला कि तुम्हें घर में कंट्रीब्यूट करना है, तुम्हें चलाना है
तुम्हें
घर,
चलाना है.
या तुम्हारे बिना चल नहीं पाएगा. पर ये जो हम सेल्फ इन्फ्लिक्टेड प्रेशर डाल लेते हैं ना अपने ऊपर, दैट्स that just pulls you down to no limit. मुझे बहुत बुरा लगता था कि मैं नहीं कर पा रही हूँ कंट्रीब्यूट, या मुझे ऐसा लगता था कि ओ माय गॉड अगले महीने मेरे पास नहीं होगा पैसे तो मैं क्या करूँगी. तो अ, वो एल्डर चाइल्ड सिंड्रोम बहुत ही डीपली इफेक्ट किया मुझे. मैंने स्टार्टेड थिंकिंग कि अब तो मतलब जो भी है ले लेंगे, जो भी मिलेगा ले लेंगे. मेरी एक्सपेक्टेशन से अगर वो लिटरली 1/4 भी होगा तो ले लेंगे, क्योंकि मैं अपनी नीड्स एडजस्ट कर लूंगी, मुझे वो मेरे घर में वो कंट्रीब्यूट करना है. Which when you look back is crazy, but you
Yeah.
end up taking that kind of pressure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and for the audience, I think it is important to understand generally, women in the corporate world, in the professional world, are seen as a little complacent.
Yeah.
कि तो नौकरियां कर रही हैं बस उनके से तो कुछ ऐसा कुछ ना ये प्रेशर लेती हैं ना इनसे घर चलते हैं.
हाँ.
Nothing of that sort. So I think this is a very important example for people to understand that women are equal participants when it comes to running homes,
Absolutely.
to making money, and to be responsible, that they are responsible to contribute towards the home.
True.
Because in my experience in the corporate world, I've worked with educated bosses, who talk about women rights and things like that, and they think that औरतें तो बस ऐसे ही काम करने आती हैं.
हाँ हाँ, या शादी कर लेगी चली जाएगी, बच्चा कर लेगी चली जाएगी,
हमें से 6 महीने की maternity leave देनी पड़ेगी for free. So I think this is a very great conversation here, where you can see that how women look at their jobs, how women look at their contributions towards their own homes, whether it's parental, whether it's marital, it doesn't make a difference.
Doesn't make a difference. And it just, I think the world needs to understand that we do feel responsible not just for home but also our professional choices. We are serious about it.
Yeah.
Especially in a world where it's hard to survive as a woman. Sadly.
Absolutely. Somehow, I mean, I'm repeating it again, people think women are having free rides in a country like India.
Oh, hell no.
But the background stories, the personal stories are very different. And thanks to you for sharing this, with the audience as to how you felt about it. Because I know, the conversations we have been having, that bhai se koi pressure nahi hai. I know that, but it was, no, मुझे professionally भी करना है, मुझे पैसा भी कमाना है, मुझे आगे भी बढ़ना है.
And also that I'm not somebody who was doing it for money.
Yeah.
For me, whatever I do professionally had to have 3 core components. One was I need to learn. I need to be able to learn because I have a learner mindset. And I need to be able to do more than what I have been doing. And third, that it should bring me money.
Yeah.
In my previous role, I was getting everything but the last one.
Yeah.
And that's when I made that choice to move on. And yeah, it just the whole experience also taught me how how myopic the world is in terms of understanding certain things. Like, I have to share this experience with you. I applied in a very big company, one of the big fours. और मेरी दोस्त को वहाँ पे नौकरी मिल गई थी. And she shared my profile, and the leadership did not even get back to her, okay, for weeks together. And then, because she knew what I was going through, she actually went to the leader who was responsible to respond or say, go ahead with this profile, have the first round. She went up to him and she said, "Batao, kya hua?" And he said, "No, no, 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 no." And she said, "No, tell me
where's the gap?
Where's the gap? What's the matter?"
Yeah.
And he said, "We want somebody who's from a premium background." And and my friend did try to put my case, and unfortunately, it wasn't entirely understood or bought in, whichever be the case. When she spoke to me, I was like, "Explain what premium means. Does it mean that I need to come from a premier institute? Because the role doesn't demand that. Learning and development, technically speaking, doesn't really need a one-to-one academic qualification mapping. For example, जैसे अगर आप डॉक्टर हो तो आपको मेडिसिन की पढ़ाई की होनी चाहिए, लॉयर हो तो लॉ पढ़ा होना चाहिए. But when you talk about training, there is no such one-to-one mapping. I said, if you're talking about clients, I have worked with some of the biggest corporates in independent consultant capacity. So I don't know what premium means. अगर आपको postgraduate चाहिए, then you should clearly mention it in the criteria that we need somebody who's a postgraduate in so and so, whatever be. पर आपने वो भी नहीं लिखा है, because I understand that leadership positions बहुत बार post graduate मांगते हैं या MBA मांगते हैं, obviously because you want to create a career path for that person. Then she told me they had a problem with me being an independent consultant. And I was like, in this day and age, when the whole world, or at least India, is harping over the gig economy, कि भाई हमारा over 20% of the service sector is working on gig economy, and the younger generation, the Gen Z, is increasingly moving towards gig economy. कि भैया हमको full time करना ही नहीं है, हम आएंगे, काम करेंगे, निकल जाएंगे, हम project by project करेंगे, क्योंकि हमें हमारा independence चाहिए. Companies are encouraging it because they don't have to pay PF and all the well-being benefits and things like that. I am being pinned down because I have worked as an independent consultant. And mind you, not just corporates, I've worked with the government. I've also worked with the biggest innovation center in our country. And that feedback was like a smack on my face. It just showed how
narrow the view is.
How hypocritical you are as well. Because you must have, for all I know, you must have released reports that talk about gig economy because you are considered as a thought leader, or rather your company is considered as a thought leader. That was one of the experiences that I had. The other thing that I experienced was I, of course, had to dip into my network to find a job. Right. And which is fine. We all do that. मैंने आपके साथ भी अपना resume share किया था. शायद इस प्रोसेस में मेरी एक्सपेक्टेशंस थोड़ी सी बढ़ गई कि इतने लोग हैं मेरे नेटवर्क में, बहुत सारे लोगों ने तारीफ की मेरे काम की, लोग मदद करने आएंगे, नौकरी दिलाएंगे या नहीं पता नहीं, मदद करने आएंगे. There were instances when people didn't even respond to my ping on LinkedIn. There were instances when people pinged back, said, I will get back to you, and then get back to me never. There were instances when I had to honestly swallow my pride and say, मैं इसको वापस पिंग करती हूँ. 2 बार बात हुई, मैं भी तीसरी बार पिंग करती हूँ कि लोग बिजी होते हैं, शायद याद नहीं होगा. मैं पूछती हूँ. And it's not easy.
Of course it is.
Not because you have an inflated ego, but because you just feel, I don't know how to describe that feeling. You feel small in a way कि यार मैं पीछे पड़ गई.
How many times do I have to keep on asking to even get a response?
And am I creating an impression कि यार ये तो पीछे पड़ गई? So it was not easy. At one point I said छोड़ दो. अब मैंने पूरे अपने नेटवर्क को देख लिया है, मतलब सबको रीच आउट कर लिया है. I mean, people, it's funny. I reached out to people who I had spoken to like 9 years ago. I'm like, hi, do you remember me? And I realized कि it was a combination of either you had expectations कि यार कोई ना कोई तो मदद कर देगा. Mind you, there were also people who said कि फलाना डिमका में तू काम करेगी. And I was like, yeah, sure, ठीक है, मैं करवा दूंगा. And then no sound. So every time when somebody would, there were 2-3 such people who said, yeah, I will do this. I will put a good word for you. And then poof, they just vanish.
Yeah.
You feel sad about that. Is it so difficult to stick to your word, or why would you promise somebody something if you don't want to help? Or even if it is bad news, deliver it. Get done with it. And so those were some of my experiences with people.
Yeah, I think that also comes from the fact, that as people, we do not like saying no. So a lot of times it has happened with me also. I've reached out to somebody, they'll say, okay, we'll try and help. It's also because most of us are not really upfront about what the situation is.
Possible, yes.
And it's, I feel it's all right.
It is. I mean, it is deeply rooted in our culture to not say no. Also, I also think that when you reach out to these people who are professionally high up in the ladder, they wouldn't want to say no. क्योंकि impression अच्छा नहीं बनेगा.
Yeah. Also, I think, you can, if you look at LinkedIn, let's say, which is a professional platform, and I've had this discussion with multiple set of people, people want their networks to be with people of a similar stature.
Yeah, absolutely.
Whoever probably is not of a similar stature or maybe would become a liability at some point. That, they may ask for a project or they may ask for a job. It's kind of
kept
a distance, or left lurching somewhere that we'll see everything.
Absolutely.
Because I was telling a mentor, I was talking to that if you see some garbage being posted on LinkedIn by a CEO of a company, you will see thousands of likes, 10,000 of reaches and things like that. But let's say a person of a much smaller stature would put something, or they are not professionally linked to such a complex network. Even if they've posted something which is useful and meaningful, would not find its space.
True.
In that. That's how superficial it is.
True.
And I think we can be responsible for who we are. We can just ask for help, and I'm sure you would have found people who would have, if not help you to find a job, but would have given you emotional and other support in this journey.
Oh yeah. Okay. I don't think I could have gotten through this phase without people who were really close to me all through the journey, and you were one of them. uh, Friends, people who have those handful of 4 or 5 people who were there with me. They were checking on me every now and then because that's important.
Yeah.
Um, and because it's just so easy to be wrapped up in your world and forget about it. Also, when you are going through that grief, you don't want to approach the friends every second day and rona nahi rona hai.
Yes, yes. As I say, रोज फोन करेंगे तो लगेगा इसका ही रोने का काम है.
Friend पूछेंगे, hey, what's up? I'm like, same day, just looking for a job. So you also reach that space where you're like, यार मेरे बहुत करीब है ये दोस्त, but मुझे नहीं पिंक करना है,
रोज नहीं कर सकते.
रोज नहीं करना है. और फिर वही क्या क्या कहूंगी मैं. And you also start thinking, if I can't bring cheer in the conversation, then what's the point in talking? I don't want to keep sulking over it. So it's a struggle, but I was lucky enough to have people approach me, reach out to me, ask me how I am doing, tell me what could possibly be done. Some who actually pretty much shook me up, because it's funny what grief can do to you. You, while in this whole struggle and my self-worth, everything was shaken. I said, मुझे कुछ नहीं करना. When and in fact, in your sane mind, you would be like, "अरे मैंने break लिया तो मैं ये करती हूँ, मैं वो करती हूँ, मैं ये करती हूँ."
No, it doesn't work like that, unfortunately.
Because it's so easy for a third person to say, यार तूने तो break लिया है, तुझे तो time का इस्तेमाल करना चाहिए. सीख जो तूने नहीं सीखा, कर जो तू नहीं कर सकी because of your professional commitment. And I'm like, dude, I know, but I can't. I'm not able to.
I'm sitting and sulking.
Yeah, I mean, it's physically impossible for me to think. And कि यार जैसे somebody very close to me said, कार चलाना सीख ले क्योंकि गाड़ी आई है तेरे घर. 1 साल से ऊपर हो गया है और मैं नहीं सीख पाई. बात तक हो गई इंस्ट्रक्टर से, नहीं हो पाया. And I was like, okay, let's do something else, let's try. And that's when I dabbled into a little bit of yoga and walks. I don't know about others, but for me to maintain that consistency was very difficult. It was challenging. I would have to keep telling myself that you have to do it. But it was hard. It was very, very hard.
No, I completely understand, I have 10,000 hobbies in my life.
Yeah.
आज ये कर रहे हैं, कल वो कर रहे हैं. Then you are like, अब ये कर रही है, But then to find the energy every day, that, 6 things are not going great in my life.
Yeah.
And I have to find the energy to be constructive. It takes a toll on you. And there are days when you don't feel like doing anything.
You just don't have the headspace to get out of the low that you're experiencing.
Yeah.
To think what you can do productively.
Exactly.
Because it just consumes you completely. मतलब वो दलदल की तरह आप उसमें धस जाते. And funnily, कि आप धस रहे हो उसके अंदर, आप जा रहे हो.
हाँ, but I think ये समझना भी जरूरी है कि वो दलदल से निकल भी जाएगा ये इंसान at some point. But वो अपनी journey है.
वो अपनी journey है. So at some point, as you rightly pointed out, I did tell myself that I am experiencing this for a reason that I can't understand at this point. But I'm sure down the lane, I will look back and say, कि इससे कुछ सीखा मैंने और इससे कुछ अच्छा ही सीखा. That faith kept me going. And, like they say, कि bad days do come to an end. So that hope kept me going. कभी तो time थोड़ा ठीक होगा, I'm sure.
And adding to what you said, कि Friends take care of you,
Oh, yeah.
family takes care of you.
Oh, absolutely.
So I can bring another example from my life कि when I was going through the bad patch in 2023, तो मेरा एक दोस्त है, तो मेरा एक फेज था जब मैं रोज रोती थी, मेरा सुबह से लेके शाम तक सिर्फ रोने का कार्यक्रम होता था। एंड देन आई यूज्ड टू फील समटाइम्स लोनली, कभी तो मैं फोन कर लिया, कभी तो एक दिन मैंने उसको फोन किया एंड आई क्राइंग ऑन द फोन, probably cursing somebody, you know. And I also know that he is extremely busy professionally.
Sure.
तो मैंने उसको बोला यार सॉरी, मैं फोन उठाती हूँ तो मैं बस रोती ही रहती हूँ फोन पे, you know, must be so tiring for you. And I think he just simply said one thing. It's okay. I'm here. You cry as much as you want.
It's beautiful.
You know, I'll keep on working on the side, but I'm here. And I think, you know, मतलब ऐसे लगता है ना कि इससे बड़ा खजाना क्या होगा लाइफ
Oh,
में
yes.
if you have people like that.
Oh, yes.
So I think friends and family play a very, very huge role in such things. But I would also like to understand, since you say na कि भाई कर रहा है आजकल सब कुछ. So how did he take all this that you're going through with your sibling living in the same house?
Yeah.
So would you like to talk about that as to
Sure.
how he stood by you and what kind of support he provides to you?
So I come from a family which is not very communicative.
Okay.
हमें टुकड़े टुकड़ों में पता चलता है कि क्या किसकी लाइफ में चल रहा है. But we never really have a complete picture. I of course told my brother what happened. He stood by me in the sense of not putting pressure. He never said कि तुझे ये करना है, तुझे तो ये इतने पैसे लाने पड़ेंगे, या you know, तेरे साथ मैंने ये फाइनेंशियल डिसीजन लिया था, अब तू कंट्रीब्यूट नहीं करेगी तो क्या होगा, sort of thing. कभी नहीं कहा. Which I think I would say I'm very lucky that I did not experience that, because अगर ऐसा कुछ होता किसी भी एक फैमिली मेंबर की तरफ से, it would have been extremely pressurizing for me. And so he stood by me in that way. I remember my mom looking at my sulking face and saying, despite coming from a very uncommunicative family, saying, ठीक हो जाएगा, it's okay, तो pressure मत ले. And for me, I will never forget that. It just, I remember on a phone call, I was crying with my mom, and I hung up. She called me back, and she said, pressure mat le. It's okay. That meant a lot. So I think, sorry.
That's all right.
So family support is very important. Though I never really had people, I mean, my family members say कि कैसा चल रहा है, ठीक चल रहा है, ये वो. But उतना सब काफी है. And of course I have friends. Kept me going.
तो इसमें भी थोड़ा सा स्टेप बैक करते हैं, फ्रेंड्स होते हैं, फैमिली होते हैं, बट जर्नी तो अकेली ही होती है ना. किसी भी लॉस ग्रीफ में जर्नी अकेली होती है. बड़े लॉसेस, एज आई सेड, यू नो, इफ यू लूज समवन तो वो दुनिया समझ पाती है.
True.
बट एक प्रोफेशनल, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल कॉलिंग इट अ लॉस एंड एसोसिएटिंग मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज और ग्रीफ अराउंड इट, ये लोगों के लिए समझना थोड़ा मुश्किल है.
Oh yes. मेरी एक दोस्त ने मुझे कहा भी था, मुझे समझ में नहीं आ रहा तो इतना रिएक्ट क्यों कर रही है. And I was like, you probably don't understand how important my professional life is to me. And that's why you think I'm probably overreacting.
Yeah. तो थोड़ा ऑडियंस को ये समझाना चाहोगी कि जब ऐसा होता है तो किस तरीके के थॉट्स हमारे अंदर आते हैं, हम किन थॉट्स के साथ शायद पूरा दिन बिता देते हैं, और जो हम कहते हैं ना फीलिंग ऑफ डूम, कि कुछ दिखाई भी नहीं दे रहा अभी तो, है ना, नेक्स्ट अपॉर्चुनिटी भी सामने नहीं है, तो वो हर दिन उस प्रोसेस के थ्रू जाना वो कैसा होता है? थोड़ा उसके बारे में बताना चाहोगी?
I think grief is largely a lonely journey. And उसके waves में आता है. It's like मैं पढ़ रही थी स्टीफन किंग का quote है. Since we love quoting. कि grief is like a drunken friend who keeps coming back to give you one last goodbye hug.
That's so profound, actually.
So, there would be days when ऐसा लगता है कि आज का दिन निकल गया. But when you're alone in your room in the night, everything comes back to you. Or I know distinctly, I remember distinctly कि there were days जब मैं उठती थी और मुझे लगता था कि यार मैं जिंदा क्यों हूँ. And it's very easy for a third person to say यार इतना क्यों react कर रही है, मतलब एक नौकरी तो नहीं मिल रही है और ऐसा भी नहीं कि इसका घर नहीं चल रहा है उसके बिना. But मेरे लिए इतना important था. So it's no matter how many friends you have, you are lucky if you have friends. I'm not denying that. They cheer you up. Especially मेरी जो female friends हैं, उन्होंने मुझे बहुत भरोसा दिलाया कि अपनी काबिलियत पर शक मत कर, तूने अच्छा काम किया है. पर आप अकेले ही गुजरते हो उसके थ्रू. ये आपकी ही बैटल है. No matter how many people are close to you. And to tell yourself every day that you have to pick yourself up. You have to do what you do as a regular chore. Remember, I'm living with a family. I'm not living by myself where I can at least sulk in my room by myself. I'd say कि मैं बिस्तर से निकलने ही नहीं वाली आज.
That's true. That's true.
So I have to do my everyday chores that I do at home. I have to in a way ensure कि यार मैं ठीक हूँ. यहाँ पे continuously वो उतरा हुआ चेहरा नहीं दिख सकता है. It's not easy. Even though I call myself a drama queen, it's not easy. And yeah, you have to find ways to cope with it.
Because I know, outwardly you are a very social person.
Yes.
So always cheerful. You're always like, even if you're sad, you will show happiness for others. So I'm trying to imagine actually, because I'm totally opposite, compared to you. So I'm okay showing a sulking face to the world. I'm like, I don't care.
Yeah, I mean,
It gets difficult.
I could show my sulking face to some of my close friends. Like I remember when we would talk, I think 80% of our conversations were sad.
Yeah.
Of course, we would laugh our way through it the way we are laughing through it now. We would find something to make us laugh. But yes, to the larger world, to people, to my larger social circle, it was always about not showing it. Also, the flip side that a couple of times I did show it to some friends. They didn't know how to respond. Which is fine, which is okay. But then you feel ki, is it worth it then?
Yeah.
It takes you 2 steps back, right? You're like, अच्छा अब है ना इससे बात नहीं करनी है इस बार. नहीं करेंगे for whatever reason. ये handle नहीं कर पाई. तो वो भी हुआ मेरे साथ.
तो इस जर्नी में फिर कुछ फ्रेंड्स छूटे?
Oh yeah. I mean, जैसे मैंने कहा कि expectations थी, right? There were instances when I was like, I'm going through so much pain. और तू है ही नहीं. तूने पूछा भी नहीं. और आज भी नहीं पूछा है. And a couple of these friends were my closest. And I'm talking about decades old friendship. शायद उनको पता भी नहीं है कि क्या हो रहा है मेरी लाइफ में, क्या हो रहा था मेरी लाइफ में. तो वो दुख है. But count your blessings, as they say. I was lucky to have some friends around. I was suggested I should try therapy. I'm also completely pro therapy because एक point in time मेरी ज़िंदगी में मैंने थेरेपी लिया था और मुझे बहुत फ़ायदा हुआ था। इट वाज़ एक्चुअली लाइफ़ चेंजिंग फॉर मी।
हुँ, हुँ,
बट आई डोंट नो इस सिचुएशन में मुझे लगा कि मतलब मैं कोई मुझे अगर थेरेपिस्ट पूछेंगे कि क्या इश्यू है,
हुँ,
मैं क्या कहूँ कि मुझे नौकरी नहीं मिल रही
हुँ, हुँ,
एंड दैट इट्स अफेक्टिंग माय मोरल।
हुँ,
I'm like, I just don't know what I need therapy.
हुँ,
So it was a very strange dichotomous situation for me कि
हुँ,
I am pro therapy पर मैं क्या बात करूँ
हुँ,
मुझे पता ही नहीं।
हुँ। और इनफैक्ट यही एक रीज़न था दैट आई वांटेड यू टू टॉक अबाउट इट, क्योंकि ये मैंने भी फेस किया है। You know, how people view me is, oh, I come from a premium institute with a PhD. I worked through some wonderful organizations,
Absolutely.
global clients, but then there is a phase where I do not have work.
Yeah.
Probably because I was making difficult choices for myself, but then that's how you are.
Yes.
You know, you want to make many choices for yourself. But then there would be people who won't understand it.
They don't because I mean, in all honesty, 90% of the world operates in being safe.
Yeah, yeah,
There were people who came to me that you just left this without a plan.
yeah,
And I was like, because I had faith.
yeah. Or I wanted to experiment.
I wanted to experiment, which I have done
Yeah,
pretty much in the last 10 years of my life.
yeah, yeah.
Why is it difficult for people to accept that a person can try multiple things
Absolutely.
and you be okay with it?
Yeah.
जैसे आज ही मैंने लिंक्डइन में पढ़ा
Mm,
somebody I know,
mm,
uh, she's become a CEO
mm, mm,
and she was at almost my career level when
mm,
she was not in my organization, but we were in the similar field.
mm,
And I took a moment
mm,
to think.
mm,
I was like, I'm very happy for her,
mm.
but I need to tell myself that
Yeah.
I made different choices.
Yeah.
And I cannot let my last 1.5 year of experience define कि मैंने बेवकूफ़ी की।
Mm.
हो सकता है की हो, but हो सकता है कि
Who
हो।
doesn't? And then
Exactly.
who doesn't?
You fail, right? The biggest of shops open and they shut down.
Yeah.
People go solo, they start their own businesses and they shut down.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we forgive them. Why can't we
Yeah.
forgive ourselves?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, I said that, okay, I'm going to live with this.
Yeah.
I'm going to be okay with it.
Yeah. And that's what I was trying to say, because it's such an area which is not explored much, not talked about much. So, we question ourselves
Yes.
whether we are making a big deal out of it or not. Because there always someone, who doesn't have a job, who may not be in a good financial position, much worse than us and everything. But I think personal journeys are personal journeys.
True.
Our losses are our losses. Every time it cannot be on a comparative scale as to, oh, that person is doing worse, and then how can you
I
about
remember
it,
being
right?
told that कि इतने सारे लोग unemployed है, तू इतनी साल क्यों करे? I'm like, but that's not the scale I want to be compared to.
Yeah.
There will always be people who are unfortunately doing worse than you. There will always be people who are doing better than you. मैंने कहा मुझे वो अपने से कम के स्केल में देखना ही नहीं और मुझे वो कंपैरिजन करना ही
It's not comparative.
Exactly. With that comparison itself is not fair.
Yeah.
Like you and I have similar journeys as being independent consultants, right?
Yeah.
But it's not fair to compare our
It's
journeys.
not a parallel because we're different parallels.
Exactly. And your choices are your choices and mine are mine.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, yeah.
So, Smriti, जैसे I know you. You are an empath. Okay. तुम्हारी जिंदगी में बसर चल रही है, complexity है, I've known your prior journeys as well. But you're always present for other people. You're always present completely. So it's not like, 10% section break कहीं और है. If I ask you, Smriti, I remember, you giving me that hug when you were here and I was in pieces. So did it change you somehow, this experience, did it change you? कि लोग मेरी मदद नहीं करते, मैं हमेशा खड़ी रहती हूँ. Did it somehow change some part of you? that maybe do I need to change my attitude a little bit towards life? Maybe I'm too giving. Will it change something inside you?
I think self awareness is something that I've worked on for a fairly long time.
Mm.
I know that when I give myself completely.
Mm.
And there were moments when I questioned it, but then I was like, this is the authentic me.
Mm.
I'm not going to change that.
Mm.
I said, so answering your question, did it change me towards people? No.
Mm.
I said, I'm me.
Mm. And that's absolutely gorgeous, you know?
I said, I will be there for the person I want to be.
Yeah.
Simple.
Yeah. I think that's beautiful because a lot of times, bitter experiences puts these holes inside you as to, oh, I've been present for this person for 20, 25 years. And now when I needed them, they do not. They vanished into the
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's absolutely gorgeous.
I think it's our way of finding peace.
तो स्मृति जब हमारे साथ कोई फ्रस्ट्रेटिंग इवेंट रहता है या एक फेज रहता है तो हम कई बारी गुस्सैल हो जाते हैं या एंगर इश्यूज हो जाते हैं तो कभी ऐसा हुआ इस फेज के दौरान कि you started snapping at people, getting angry at people, or at your own self as to why the hell did I do this?
Yeah.
क्या कभी ऐसा हुआ?
You do end up snapping at people. In my case, उतना ज़्यादा नहीं होता था, but होता था. I know कि जिस चीज़ से मैं गुजर रही थी, वो मेरी conversations को impact कर रहा था. Because it was looming over me like a cloud which is filled with water but not burst yet. So on and off ऐसा होता था कि I would end up feeling very sensitive also. So snappy is one side of the spectrum, but also feeling very sensitive about smallest of things. Also because you end up giving that kind of power to your friends, for example. तो वो होता था. Self anger भी हुआ था because I did have self doubt in terms of कि जैसा मैंने पहले कहा कि did I make the right choices? Was this foolish? ठीक ठाक चल रहा था सब. क्यों मैंने सोचा कि मुझे फिर चेंज करना है कुछ. सेल्फ एंगर इसलिए भी हुआ था कि मैं होपफुल थी दूसरों के ऊपर शायद कि हो जाएगा. So yes. But has it made me a bitter person? No. Has it changed my perspective about people around me? Actually, yes. That you may have 200 friends for that matter. But उतना intimate support आपको शायद बहुत कम से मिलेगा. और expect more.
Yeah. So we can say that it changed some parts inside.
It did. Yes. I did much more strongly start feeling that the world is a harsh world. The world is a difficult place. Empathy is still a long, long, long way to go, especially in professional world. Forget about friends. This what AI is doing to this world. कि आप 50 जगह रिस्पॉन्ड रेज्यूमे दे देते हो, आपको रिस्पॉन्स तक नहीं आता है. Have companies forgotten how important employment is for people? Yeah, I mean, you use AI for sifting through resume, and I was told by friends who are in that field कि it looks for keywords that you can't even fathom.
Yeah.
Like, for example, मेरे job role के लिए, where I was applying for a managerial position in learning and development, key skills, it says communication. I'm like, isn't that given? Why would I write communication as one of my key skills? Yeah. It's like saying आप डॉक्टर की जॉब कर रहे हो, आपकी डिग्री होनी चाहिए. I mean, वो तो होनी ही चाहिए. It's unsaid. So yes, professionally, the world is very ruthless. People don't want to empathize. People don't People are very quick to make judgment. In our country, there is no dearth of people who are looking for jobs. That's another sad thing, right? कि तू नहीं तो दूसरे मिल जाएंगे, क्या बड़ी बात है. और मेरे लिए one-to-one mapping करना और आसान है. So picking up somebody who's already working in a full-time corporate role is easier for me, perhaps. So yes, all of that does make you feel bitter. It makes you feel कि यार ये सब छोड़ के मैं अपनी चाय की दुकान खोल लेती हूँ. At least I will have the power to do what I want to do.
Yeah.
I mean, when I say चाय की दुकान, I'm saying very loosely that अपनी दुकान खोल लूँ मैं.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah. And then picking on this, I think at some point in the conversation, we did talk about how people view independent consultants, they have a kind of a negative view towards, them. So let's talk about it a bit and let's unfold it for the larger audience and that has been my experience as well.
Sure.
Now
for someone like you who's so educated and who's worked with the biggest of organizations.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny, that I manage global projects.
Yeah.
Where my clients or my stakeholders, as we call them in the professional world, sit across countries.
Yes.
And I manage it, sitting out of my desk,
right,
through a laptop here.
Yeah.
But if I go and apply for a full-time job, the first question would be, would you be able to handle a full-time job?
Yeah, I was asked that. Now I'm working, I've got a job. I was asked that would you be able to handle a full-time job? And I was like, yeah.
Yeah. And it's very amusing for me when people ask me that question, because I don't know then what are your analytical skills when you're looking at, a candidate.
Yeah.
How do you think a candidate who sit out of a laptop or a desk at home, manages global clients, deliver for, one of the premium set of stakeholders across the globe, but somehow in your limited mindset, you cannot fit them more?
Exactly. Exactly. And while we're talking about independent consultants, I mean, there are such misnomers. पहले तो ऐसा लगता है पहले तो लोग समझते नहीं है कि क्या इंडिपेंडेंट कंसल्टेंट होता है. उनका व्यू इज टू साइड्स ऑफ द स्पेक्ट्रम. एक साइड ये होता है कि या तो आपकी लाइफ में कुछ और है नहीं तो आप इंडिपेंडेंट कंसल्टेंट बन गए. आपको शायद महीने में एक कुछ प्रोजेक्ट मिलता
नहीं हो.
हाँ, आपको महीने में एक प्रोजेक्ट कुछ मिल जाता होगा, आप 2 दिन का काम कर लेते हैं, आप खुश हो जाते हैं और आप बन गए इंडिपेंडेंट कंसल्टेंट. सो दैट इज वन व्यू. For women it gets worse because then people start thinking कि अच्छा शादीशुदा है, बच्चे संभाल रही है, तो she can't handle multiple things, so she is doing independent consultant work. तो वो शायद महीने में 3-4 दिन कुछ ऐसे काम निकाल लेती होगी,
टाइम पास
कर रही है अपने आप को बिजी रखने के लिए. Right? So that's one side. The other side is this premium view of independent consultants कि they are exclusively for the executives of the world. CEOs के लिए they come with this tag कि भाई हमने फलाना ढिमका इंस्टीट्यूट से पढ़ाई की है, हमने 30 साल दिया है 1-2-3 ऑर्गेनाइजेशंस को और हम अब इंडिपेंडेंट कंसल्टेंट हैं. So and people don't think that there could be people who are somewhere in between as well. And that first of all, that being an independent consultant can be a conscious choice. And it has no reflection on your capability. In fact, if anything, you are better because like you said, कि मैं remotely अपने घर में बैठ के I am talking to people sitting across various countries and who are top of the line leadership. So I don't even have that kind of infrastructure or resources, physical resources around me, but I'm doing it. I'm acing it. Right? So people don't understand that. और this view कि मैं अगर कॉर्पोरेट जॉब में ले रहा हूँ तो किसी को कॉर्पोरेट जॉब से ही होना चाहिए. You don't even bother to pick up the phone and talk to that person and know more about that person. What kind of a world are we getting into? And I understand that you are swamped with hundreds of profiles. But is it so hard for you to identify, even in those hundreds of profiles, कि ये 10 लोगों से हम बात कर सकते हैं? They are on the fence, but हम बात कर सकते हैं. और महीनों महीनों तक पोजीशंस खाली रहती है. तो ऐसा तो है नहीं कि your country is on fire and or your organization is on fire and you need to hire somebody like tomorrow.
That's the politics. I mean, now I've also had almost 2 decades of education and experience. I've had profiles that we received and, we were told she needs to be hired because she's come through a connect.
Yeah,
Right?
that's another reality.
Or you see professionals, just because they have an international degree, sitting and making policies. And they've never stepped in the field. They have no clue how the country moves. And things like that.
They're sitting in their posh offices and thinking of people on the ground.
Yeah.
And you're like, how connected are you to the reality?
So I think, and from the independent space, I've had employers who have said, ऑफिस तो रोज आना पड़ेगा. देखो भारतीय कंसल्टेंट तो बहुत ही निकम्मे हैं.
हाँ.
क्योंकि वो तो घर से काम ही नहीं करते हैं. And I'm like, you can't generalize everything.
Yeah.
निकम्मे तो आपके एम्प्लॉयज भी हो सकते हैं ना, जो रोज ऑफिस आते हैं और फिर 4 बार वो चाय पीने जाएंगे, 2 बार लंच होगा. Right? And that happens.
You want to be strict about it, there is a way to talk about it. That's another thing, right? And these are the people who will write such prolific writing on their LinkedIn, or these are people who are invited to speak. But जब वो तुमसे बात कर रहे होते हैं, उनकी सारी तमीज पता नहीं कहाँ चली जाती है.
Yeah, but let's come back to the conversation. I think we can have a separate debate, and we can invite a few more
people. Let's not get into that too much now.
Yeah. So, if I were to ask you, after this entire experience, where are you today? As a professional, as a person, how you're dealing with it, because I know you're still dealing with it.
Yeah.
So if I were to ask you, how are you today? Where are you today? So if you want to talk about that.
Sure. I'm in a better space. One, because I found a job. And two, because this whole experience gave me some bit of perspective that you are made of your choices. It is okay that sometimes things don't work out. You have to be prepared for it. You have to trust the universe that deep down you know that you have been generally a nice person, if not an amazing person. That things will be okay for you. You will be taken care of. And yeah, you need to continue to dream.
Absolutely. I think for women like us, if we are not going to dream, if we are not going to experiment, I don't think it will work.
Absolutely. I mean, will I play safe after this? Oh, hell no.
And why would I?
Why would I?
Yeah. So before we conclude this, I think it would be great if you would like to give a message to our audience, especially youngsters, who are looking at such settings, where they want to travel the world, they want to do their own things, but they also want to work.
Yeah.
And maybe to the professional world as to, how they can find alignment with a younger generation. Because I think as we move forward, it will be very difficult to pin down these young professionals as to close office hour, or, say yes sir and no sir, or whatever.
Yeah.
So if you would like to say something to the audience regarding that, both from youngsters who can take lessons from your experience, and also, to professionals who are maybe not that much empathetic towards such sufferings.
Okay, I'm going to take one question at a time.
Sure.
So I think for professionals who are still at an early stage of their career, while my experience was difficult, it's important to remember that we're still in a beautiful place where you can try multiple things. You have the luxury of opening a boutique and working full time in a company, which I think is beautiful. Although we have people who make judgments about people's professional choices, we still do have people who will say, oh wow, you're doing multiple things. That's amazing. Right? I know you and I have come across several such
Yeah.
people who say, यार तू तो बुक्स भी पढ़ लेती है, तू ट्रैवल भी कर लेती है, तू काम भी कर लेती है और तूने इतने सारे क्लाइंट्स के साथ काम किया. So there will always be people who will admire you for the kind of courageous choices you've made. It's very important to be honest to what you're doing. Whether it is a full-time job or it is an independent consultant, be honest to that. And I think once that trust or that honesty comes in a lot of cases, people will stop nosing around and say, Ki, you have to be under my nose every day. You have to come to office every day. I know policy-wise things are changing for a lot of organizations, but that trust and faith will at least give you that leeway ki, yaar, you don't have to be under my nose. I don't have to micromanage. The young ones who are especially generally being quoted as being distracted or, like you said, difficult or leash in a way. Be serious. I think it's very, very important. Be serious about whatever you are doing. Your job, your gig, your business, whatever it is. That will shine. That will shine through, and stick to your choices. Don't get scared of failure. We have to learn from our failures, and the best people fail. We all have heard of stories where the biggest of leaders failed God knows how many times, and then they achieved success. We can't be thinking that yaar ek saal kharab ho gaya to meri zindagi kharab ho gayi, for example. I think that's important.
Yeah, and I think it's also important to understand, this entire race कि जब तक 60 या 65 साल के नहीं होंगे काम करते ही रहना है, करते ही रहना है, yeah, the new concept where we say, early retirement, and by that time we kill ourselves with the kind of stress we endure.
That's something I can't understand.
So my advice to youngsters is generally, if you want to take a break, take a break.
Take a break, absolutely. Just be aware of what you're taking the break for, and not end up doing तफरीबाजी in the process. और तफरीबाजी कर भी रहे हो तो फिर consciously करो कि भाई ये एक साल में कुछ नहीं करने वाला और एक साल के बाद मैं ये करने वाला हूँ.
Especially भारतीय घरों में, भारतीय समाज में, स्कूल से निकलते ही कॉलेज करना है, कॉलेज से निकलते ही नौकरी करनी है, नौकरी करनी तो करते ही रहनी है, फिर करते हैं तो फिर शादी हो जाती है, बच्चे हो जाते हैं तो अब घर देखना ही देखना है. It's okay. It's okay to take a break. I mean, especially, for example, if we talk about women like us, we spoke about this कि हम खुद ही नहीं बहुत सारे लोग सोचते हैं कि मैं ब्रेक ले सकती हूँ या मैं ले सकता हूँ. No matter how well achieved you are, I know people in top leadership position, and I keep hearing from them, I will turn 45 and I will take a break. I'm like, you're killing yourself in the process right now. Every second conversation I have with you, you are telling me that I have to go see a doctor. I was experiencing palpitations the other day. And I'm like, what 45 are you waiting for? Or parents say that my child has to become 21 and then I will hang up the boots and things like that. I'm sure your child doesn't want a sick parent. I mean, it's a personal choice. If you want to continue working, please do so.
Please do.
But I think even with senior leadership, what I've seen is that because their entire life is so focused around work, they expect their team members also to be like that.
Oh, yes.
I remember when I was in this big organization, and in my team, I was the only person who started the culture ki chuttiyan to le lo yaar, घूम to lo yaar. Why the fuck am I,
why am I not surprised?
Right? And then I was, in a way looked adored also for that, admired also for that. But I was also frowned upon. कि यही छुट्टियां लेती है सारी, इसी को ही घूमना है, So I'm saying that don't create that culture.
Oh yeah, I had one of the leaders who, in one of the projects I was working, who very shamelessly said, "Weekend काम करना तो करो इसके लिए." And I'm like, what? This project hasn't even begun. And you're telling me weekend काम करना हो तो करो. Like, what kind of precedents are you setting for people?
I think it's very important for youngsters to understand. काम करना है, काम जरूरी है, पैसा कमाना भी जरूरी है, औहदा भी जरूरी है, पर ज़िंदगी एन्जॉय करना भी ज़रूरी है।
Absolutely.
जो हम यंगस्टर्स होते हैं तो हमें याद रहता है, कि कहीं हम वो फिर एक जर्नी में एट सम पॉइंट इन अ लाइफ हम भूल जाते हैं। फिर हम सिर्फ एक रोज़मर्रा की ज़िंदगी में सिर्फ काम करते हैं, घर आते हैं, काम करते हैं, घर आते हैं।
True.
So, but I think it means an ecosystem.
Yeah, ecosystem is important. And when I say ecosystem, it means आपके फैमिली की अंडरस्टैंडिंग होनी चाहिए, सपोर्ट होना चाहिए। प्रोफेशनल स्पेस में वो इकोसिस्टम चाहिए जहाँ लोग समझें कि क्या है रियलिटीज आज की, व्हाट इज इट दैट द टुडेज यूथ वांट। वी आर नॉट एज कन्वेंशनल एज आवर पेरेंट्स वर कि जॉब जाओ, घर आओ, पैसे बनाओ और घर बनाओ। एंड to make that happen, we need a cultural shift. Yeah.
Thank you. And I think what we're trying to say here is, ये सब changes and support तो ज़रूरी है ही, but I think finding compassion for each other is very important.
Couldn't agree more.
Yes. I think people often forget that maybe the other person is going through a difficult phase today. But then, God forbid if that happens to you tomorrow, then you would also want such support systems for you. You would also want people to find compassion for you.
Absolutely.
So I think in my journeys and how I've seen it with you, I think people forget to find compassion within themselves for others. They would want you to find compassion for them, but the other way around gets difficult.
Yeah, seems to be the truth.
Yeah. But thank you, Smriti, for being here and being part of this. And it is such a proud moment for me that कहाँ हम 2022 की शुरुआत में
22, yes.
की शुरुआत में हम मिले थे।
Yes.
और हमने सोचा भी नहीं था कि हम ये करेंगे किसी दिन बैठ के। Thank you for being such an amazing person and a lovely friend. I'm so proud to have you in my life.
It's been an absolute privilege to have known you. And I repeat when I say that it's amazing that you're doing this. You had this vision that you want to do this. You have fulfilled it within such a short span of time. And I'm pretty sure that you would have touched many, many, many lives through your podcast and inspired a lot of people. And good luck to you for the rest of your journey.
Thank you for such kind words. Thank you to our audience for watching us today. अगर आज का कंटेंट आपको पसंद आया तो जुड़े रहें हमसे डिफिकल्ट कॉन्वर्सेशंस पर।
Please subscribe.